Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike and this is Build and Tinker. And right here is my 2017 Jaguar F-Type R. It's a 5-litre supercharged V8 and it's my daily driver. I've had it about 7 years now, and despite that fact, I've not really taken great care of it and it's starting to look a little bit worse for wear. So in this video, we're going to bring this car back up to scratch, give it some much needed TLC and hopefully return it to its former glory. Now, one of the most notable issues with this car at the moment is the front bumper, and I don't know if it's really showing just how bad it is on camera, but it is covered in scratches. The whole of this surface is completely scuffed and scratched up, and a lot of the clear coat seems to have gone. And I'm not entirely sure why, because they look like they're wash scratches, but I know they're not because I know how this car's been washed. It doesn't get washed very often, to be fair, and when it does, it's normally done with a snow foam lance. But there's all these swirly patches here all over the bumper, and it really looks a bit of a mess. And the colour's actually starting to look slightly different from the rest of the car. Now, I think this paint is too far gone to really be able to recover. I don't think we're going to polish that out. So this is going off to a body shop to be properly resprayed. You'll also notice the car's absolutely filthy. I don't really wash it. It's covered in spider webs and all sorts of bits of leaves and detritus from the trees that overhang our driveway. It gets stored outside, it doesn't get parked in the garage. I don't have one, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't bother. Next up, this headlight. These headlights are prone to having issues with crackling, and if you look very closely, you can see that the plastic has this weird sort of crackled effect to it. And that's caused by just the degradation of the plastic over time as it sits in the sunlight. Now, the other headlight had this problem. It also had an electrical issue, and it got replaced under warranty. So this one here is actually only a few months old, whereas this one, unfortunately, is going to need a bit of work. Now, electronically, it's fine, which means Jaguar won't replace it under warranty, so we are going to have to get this repaired. There is no official Jaguar repair for this. They want you to buy a whole new unit. Those units are nearly £3,500, so we're not going to be doing that. But there is a service where you can get these lenses replaced. Moving around the car, actually, the rest of it's in reasonably good condition. The wheels are filthy, but they are actually in good order and they're not scuffed or scratched. There's a few bird marks and what have you on there. There's no real scratches on the paint. Now, this car, it features the V8 5-litre engine, and it's an absolute beast, and the exhaust note is amazing. So the exhaust sounds great. It doesn't look too good anymore. The tips are all a bit corroded and dirty, so they're going to need a proper clean-up. And the same on this side of the car. Actually, the bodywork's in pretty good order, but it just needs a freshen, and I think most of the paint could do with a proper polish. Now, moving inside the car, the interior is actually in really good condition. It just needs a little bit of a clean. The car doesn't get used all that much. I've had it 7 years and it still only covers 24,000 miles. So it's actually not very worn inside here, and I rarely carry passengers. Everything works as it should. All the electronics are fine. And in fact, the car's bones underneath are really good. The car doesn't suffer from any rust and there are no mechanical issues. And there is one thing that's been niggling me since the day I got the car, and that is the stereo. It's not actually that good. Now, this has the Meridian upgraded sound system. And in my previous car, which was a Jaguar XF-R, that had the Meridian system as well. Now, that system in the XF was really, really good. There were lots of speakers. They all sounded crystal clear, had good bass response. It was very loud without distorting. This one, I expected to be the same, and it just isn't. It's quite a disappointment, really. And despite the fact I've had the car 7 years, I've never done anything about it, and that's going to change. Now, the reason for the difference in the system seems to be there's no center speaker in here like we had in the XF. Also, the subs, which are behind the seats here, are really poor quality. They're just this horrible, muddy, weird kind of sound. They don't sound good at all. And the door speakers, which are a full range with tweeter, well, they're a lesser quality than they used to use in the XF, despite the fact that they are actually a direct replacement unit. So the simplest option seems to be to get hold of some speakers from an XF, from an earlier model car, where they had aluminium tweeters and a better quality cone in the door speaker, and swap them over. And in theory, they're supposed to be a straight swap. We'll find out, I guess. But we're going to be covering that work as well, which means taking off the door cards and putting some new speakers in. So the plan here is not just to make one video. I want to document the entire process, and I'm going to include the costs as well, with some before and afters, and see how much difference it made and was it worth it. I'm also going to look to see if there's any upgrades that are worth having. The main infotainment system's now a little bit aged compared to modern cars. I think the wheels could do with some spacers to just bring them out a little, and then maybe some other upgrades that maybe you guys could suggest. Because cars like this sit in a slightly interesting place right now. It's not a classic, but it's a potential future classic. These cars are really holding their value very well, which is quite unusual for any luxury sports car, particularly Jaguars. They're not known for holding their value over time, but this one's actually increased over the last year or so. And I think it's because of the way that the car market's going, and with the fact that Jaguar have dropped all of the petrol cars. There's really no one making big 5-litre V8s anymore, maybe Aston Martin, but they're outside the price range of a lot of people. So I think there's a space for this car as a future classic, and therefore I really want to look after it and make sure that I can keep it. It's a bit unhinged, it's a bit crazy, it's one of the most fabulous cars to drive. Anyone who hasn't driven one really should have a go and try, see if they can get their hands on one for a bit, because they're just so much fun, and bang for buck, you don't get anything better. So I love this car and I intend to keep it for a while, so it's time I actually lavished a little bit of attention on it. It deserves to pay me back for the many miles of enjoyment that I've had out of it. So this car goes off to the body shop in the next few days. I'm going to give it a quick wash first. I don't really feel that it's fair to hand them a dirty car. And they are going to be sorting out the front bumper, painting all of that, making sure it fits again properly, because I think it's been knocked slightly out of alignment. And they're going to polish the entire rest of the car to ensure the paint matches. So in my next video, we'll cover off that, and hopefully what we'll get is a wonderful, nice new looking front end, and then we'll tackle the headlight. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to click the like and subscribe button. If you haven't already, it really helps promote the channel. In the meantime, have yourself a great day. Take care.